This might not go well.
And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, if you've not seen us before, it's because we collect the rainwater, we harvest rainwater for our household water. We don't have mains water. So as you can probably hear, that was a big fail. think these gloves are actually making my hands feel colder than not wearing them. Well, it's not the world's prettiest job, but the lack of water is the last thing that actually bothers me. More than bothers me, it distresses me, to be honest. Not being able to live just as most other people live. You turn a tap on and water comes out. We survived up until, I think it was, I want to say November last year. We managed just about without the barn, but then being connected to the barn, we were getting 5,000 litres of water often. We've had no rain, but anyway, yesterday, so let me show you what I've done. So yesterday it was about, I don't know, -2 when we woke up, and then as the day went on, the snow started to thaw, and then this gutter here started dripping like mad, which I've already told you about. And people in the comments have said, well, why don't you put a gutter within the gutter to catch it that way? I tried that and this gutter was too big. And someone said put a new down section in the lowest point. The problem with this is it's not mine, so I can't go chopping it about. So what I've done, I've sort of done the best of both worlds. So where the black gutter is, now bear in mind that that black gutter actually belongs on the end of the house, which I showed you in last week's video. But this is going to catch the water which comes out of all the rust holes in the galvanised gutter until it gets replaced. It will get replaced. I spoke to farmer neighbour and it's something we'll sort. But for now, so anyway, all of the drips happen. They get caught in the black gutter, get to the end of the gutter, and then down the pipe and into this IBC as normal. That is the idea. Now yesterday I started this and I came up with the idea of I'll cut a bottle open, an old water bottle, and slide the gutter in, and it was going well until I did one thing and the actual plastic of the bottle ripped and it all fell off, and I just gave up. It was getting cold. It's got really cold today. It's not above freezing now. The last time I looked at the thermometer it was 0 degrees. It started off at -5 this morning. So we appreciate to some of you that's not cold. That's actually quite mild. But where we are, that is cold. And I think down the south of Ireland they've had it really bad. So that's what I've been up to. If it gets above freezing, the ice, that metal gutter's filled full of ice at the moment, that's going to start thawing, and then hopefully we get that water in our IBC, and that will help my mind rest a little bit with our water supply. So it's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Everywhere is just white with solid frost. The ground's harder than it was yesterday. We had a really sharp frost last night. But Dawn came out and she went, listen. And it's quite exciting. Our gutter solution is actually working. No, you can't see it, which is a shame. I'll tell you what, I'm going to climb a ladder. It's freezing cold. Right. Oh, the sun's up here. So we're going to have a couple of hours of sun. So let me try and explain this for anybody who's not seen. So this original gutter on top of the barn, the first half's absolutely fine. The second half's got a lot of rust holes in it and damage, and basically what's happening is the water is dripping out through the gutter. So where it used to get across to the end and down the downpipe and into our IBC, it no longer gets that far because it never fills up enough because all the water comes out the gutter. So all we're doing is capturing all of the drips in the most effective, the most affected part of the rusty gutter, directing it down and down to a new downpipe and into the IBC. But yesterday you will have watched me put a little bit of rope in the end of the gutter, and Dawn discovered something called rain chains. Now, we'd never come across rain chains, not heard of them, but that's basically what this is based on. You have your gutter, and at the end of it you have a chain, and the water is compelled to go down the chain than rather just scoop off the end. So that little bit of rope at the end just helps the water go down the rope and into the downpipe rather than scooting off the end. Although I did put a little barrier, it is working, but already really pleased, and it does help me sleep at night because the remaining snow on top of the barn will melt a little bit today, and it's not very exciting. I know it is for us. This IBC was completely empty, and in about an hour, just from the little bit of snow and the ice that was already in the gutter, it's flowing. So ever so pleased with that. Also today we woke up to a noisy tractor, really not an issue, and cutting hedges. Now we're spoiled. Our farmer neighbour is really good to us, because every year, even when the house was empty, when he had his hedges cut, he carried on and had the hedge to this house cut as well. And even with us living here, it's no different. So this is all of his side. So the tractor with the hedge cutters being along there, it's taken a lot down, actually a lot of height there. I have to be a bit careful here because this hasn't seen sun all day, so it's just pure ice. So as I walk down, we got another farmer's hedge along here. Now they all seem to have the hedges done at the same time, which makes sense, so that's been cut. But there you go, this is why we're spoiled, because what was done in probably 10 minutes by the tractor and the hedge cutter would have taken us hours and hours with a hedge trimmer. Just in time, or just before the birds start to nest, so that's fantastic. They always do. They're very mindful, all of the farmers. And then just over there is the lake, and that was frozen today. So let's see if I can get the drone up and show you a little bit of that. I don't know if it's still frozen, we'll find out. But the land's looking very sad at the moment, but a lot tidier than it did this time last year. The fires are on in the house, so the house is lovely and warm, but we're having this sharp cold spell. I'm gonna have to go out and get some milk, and hopefully there's still some in the shops. So it's quite funny when you're sat at night watching the telly and from upstairs you hear, "Yay, it's raining!" We had a couple of hours of light rain. It is now all thawed out. The cold snap in Ireland is over. I read this morning that it's the coldest it's been since 2010, and apparently it was really cold in 2010. The warmth in the house, that was good. The 3 stoves just kept the house warm. It was lovely, and the humidity sits about 35% humidity, which is absolutely fantastic compared to the 89, 90, 91% humidity all the rooms had when we first got here. So the thaw happened. The ice in the gutter I said about, that thawed. The snow, which wasn't a lot, which was on top of the barn, that thawed, and we had the couple of hours rain as well a couple of nights ago. We have got $750 litres of water, which doesn't sound a lot. It is. It's a lot of water that can now get pumped and transferred, as you saw, over to the 3 working IBCs, which I said about in a previous video. So just that simple fix makes such a difference to us. This is just a few hours of light rain. When it really rains, we just have it pumping constantly across to the 3 working IBCs. I've been through it all before, so I'm sorry it's a little bit boring, but to get water back into this tank from rain, from snow, whatever, is a massive big deal for us, where we're not connected to any mains water. So can I thank, off the back of the video where it failed, where I was trying to seal the gutter up there, can I thank everybody for your suggestions? You could try this, or you could do this, or you could try the other. With all of those, we ended up at this point and it's working. So this is where your comments and your input make a world of difference to us, because I'd still be having restless nights, we'd still be losing water. You think that 700 litres in a few hours, that would have just gone, and our tanks are down to, I think, over the 3 tanks, what was it this morning, 714, I think we've got about 1400 litres in those 3 tanks. So this extra 700 makes a world of difference, and we may get rain tomorrow. Great job, so pleased. So with that now pumping from here to over there, the one thing I always forget to do is keep checking how much water is left in this tank, and quite often end up running the pump dry, but that's an issue for a solution another day. So the cold's ended. We're now going to get out to 11 degrees and 12 degrees, where the average is about 5.5 degrees for this time of year. So we're going to have a warm spell now. Makes no sense whatsoever. At the moment it's still a little bit chilly, so I'm going to go indoors. Let me turn around. And indoors, because this wasn't rehearsed, we didn't have any of this planned. We did. We had it all planned. Dawn is there, and we've received a Christmas present from
Mary O'Connor.
Mary O'Connor. Let me find a place for this.
Or I can just turn it so you can see.
Here you go. Let me put
And she sent us loads of lovely little things for Christmas. But
No.
we've only just been able to pick it up, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
What, middle of last week, maybe?
Yeah.
This week, not last week, this week.
Where we get our parcels delivered to, let us know it was there, I think the 30th of December.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it takes a few days before we go up. So we've had it a week, but now this is our video. I'm going to sit here.
Yeah, so lots of little bits and pieces, and it's so well thought out with fluffy cosy socks, lip balm for when you're outside, hand cream because your hands, oh sorry, that was my phone, it's hiding round there.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, we just want,
I'm just interested in the chocolates, really.
yeah.
But yeah, we just wanted to say thank you so much, Mary, for this.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
And we hope that you feel better soon, because you also sent a card, so, and we know that you've had...
Yeah, you've been a bit poorly.
So
under
we
the
hope
weather.
You feel better
Now,
very soon.
Also, one of our channel members, Kim Rafferty, she said, what address can I send stuff to? Now, Kim had sent cat treats and some bits and pieces and done all of the customs declaration and all of that. And a long story short, it turned up back at her front door. And
yeah, she sent it on the 5th of December,
Yeah.
such a long time ago, and it's taken, we've been back and forward, keeping an eye whether it's
Yeah.
turned up, but it finally got returned to her.
And apparently the declaration wasn't right, even though it was. Now, also,
Yes.
off the back of watching Irish Homestead yesterday,
Yeah, it was Sam that mentioned.
yeah, Sam mentioned another channel, and before Christmas, and it was Sam who reminded us that we needed to do it. We've
been meaning to do it, haven't we, since before Christmas?
Yeah, for ages. We got 3 channels to mention. Now the first one, and because this is going out late, it won't help you, Amanda, is Scrimping Mummy.
I had a
put
quick
you on
look.
the spot now.
Yeah, I did look before you walked in. Create with Scrimping Mummy.
There you go.
And Mummy spelt with an O, not a U.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
She does craft stuff with card and makes really... I don't really know what you do with what she's...
But we like you. We like watching you because you're funny and you're down to earth.
English lady.
So easy to watch.
Yeah. And does craft with cards and some of the things I love, and I can't even tell you what they are. Gingerbread men and Christmas scenes. But she sits and watches us. We don't know why she's doing her bits and pieces. And she was trying to get to 50,000 subscribers before Christmas, and we've looked today, and she's reached the 50,000. So well done.
Yeah, and basically it's because she mentioned us as well, didn't she? And that was why we've been meaning to return the favour. Yeah. But we kept forgetting, so we're really sorry. But we're doing it now.
And then there is Richard and
Jill
from Bramble Cottage.
Bramble Cottage Renovation, I think it's called.
They're in the UK somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like it's Cornwall, but I'm not sure if I'm right.
Cornwall.
Yeah,
they're, I hope you don't mind me saying that, I think a bit older than us.
Yeah,
not a lot older.
I wouldn't have thought, no.
And they're doing a cottage renovation. Richard's had all sorts of health problems and overcoming those. I think Jill had...
She was poorly when we very first started watching them.
Yeah.
Back, I don't know when they might have had 400 or 500 subscribers at the time.
Yeah.
And I think they're nearing 2,000 now. They might be 1.8.
They're getting there. Yeah, they're a nice watch. They're a funny couple to watch. And then we've got a new channel. Yes,
Renovating Rock Cottage. We've watched quite a few of her videos, and then this morning I think she posted a comment on one of our videos to say that she'd mentioned us on her channel. So we've been and watched that again today.
Yeah.
She's ever so good. She's ever so funny. The cottage is beautiful.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It's so quirky.
Yeah.
It's a it's a traditional Irish cottage from the outside.
It's 1790 something,
Yeah,
I think
it's
she
old,
said.
isn't
Yeah.
it? But there's corridors and little windows, and to get into the ceiling you have to straddle the
Yeah,
stairs,
it's great.
and it's
Yeah,
a really
it's a lovely,
good watch.
lovely place.
So she's doing that. I think that's up in Northern Ireland. I'm not
remember
sure how far up, but
Antrim, not
yeah,
sure.
but that's worth
But
a watch as well.
I've just watched through quite a few of your videos, and I couldn't find you saying what your name was. So
Yeah, we don't know your name.
We wanted to name you by name, but we don't know your name. So
So hello to
hello,
you.
and thank you ever so much for all three of you.
Yeah, for mentioning us. But we'll put your channels in our description as well. But I'll also try and put them on the screen so everybody can see. I'm up at Mitch's Tuesday.
Yeah, you were going. Well, you were going last week. And
But
then
the
weather
happened.
turned and it was awful.
It was an ice rink. So
and then you were going tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And then I reminded him it's actually his birthday.
Yeah, so I'm not going on my birthday. Not that we do anything on birthdays.
No,
but
we don't.
Yeah. So Tuesday I'm off up to Mitch's. I might be there Wednesday, I'm not sure. But the last time we were up at Mitch's was September.
Yes, it was. Yeah, middle of September.
Yeah, we just helped put some joists in the living room, bedroom section. So it would be nice to get back up there, give him a hand with what he wants doing. I think he wants a flue pipe running up in one of the chimneys and a joist, or I'll find out when I'm there. So that would be nice to get an update from Mitch to see how far forward he is.
He's getting on.
The number of subscribers has gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Thank you. So if you are new here, you may have gone back and watched last week's video, which was our list of plans, what we're doing, or the list of plans for 2025. What we're doing at the moment is now between us going, right, well, yes, it needs doing. Are we doing that first and that first?
Yeah.
We're putting everything in the proper order to see how much we can get done, really, within the 12 months.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a big
section,
a big chunk
done.
Of it done.
Yeah,
but we'll
so
see.
That's what we're doing in the background. So thank you to all of the new subscribers and all of the likes and comments and members and everything else. We've got a new member and I can't remember her name, but it will come up right at the bottom of the list. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye.